Board, learn the rules, and get some local knowledge of Santa Anita Golf Course. All right, how we doing? This is our first episode of Local Knowledge at Santa Anita, where we cover the rules of the game, a little course knowledge, and maybe meet a board member. Today we are talking with Al. What is your position on the board?
Well, I am the president of this wonderful club, Santa Anita Golf Club.
Very impressive. How long have you been at the club?
Well, I was on the board originally in 2010 with the great Tom Jones. I was his handicap chair for about 3 years. And then I was on the board with Bob Fashing and Ron Dirth, and then I became vice president, and then I became president. I've been a member here since 2004. Everything's been run by Golf Genius, so...
Once a month, before a meeting, which happens the third Thursday of every month, where you can come ask all these type of questions, we're going to meet a board member, and we're going to talk about something that's unique about this course. Thought about talking about the carts, because we just saw one next to the green, but that's another episode.
Don't pull a George Lopez.
Your cart near to the green. We're trying to keep the course nice. Let's talk about the index, club index versus Ghin. We all know Ghin. You should put that in every time you play because it helps you in other courses when you play other places. But Al was one of the instigators, not everybody happy about it, to bring in what's called a club index. Can you explain that to us?
Yeah, well, myself and Greg Seawright brought this in, courtesy of Rancho Park. And basically, it stops the sandbagging. I mean, our club used to be called the Santa Anita Baggers, a tournament. So those are the most important scores. So we're using the last 6 scores and the average of the lowest 3 scores.
Played at about a 17, maybe 16. Suddenly they go to this. I have 2 good tournaments, and I was at a 14-9. And I wasn't happy about it. How long does it take for that to readjust, like a week? So we're not averaging in the Ghin at all. Just scores from directors or all club tournaments?
Yeah, so directors and anything that has to do with the club, even an away tournament. So the majors, the directors, and the away tournaments. So if you participate, if you get the volume in, because it's going to drop out your oldest scores.
You're going to get close to your Ghin because it's an average.
Play terrible in the club events, but their Ghin is lower. So some guys might average, let's just say 18 over during a tournament, but their actual Ghin is like a 15, you're going to be a 15.
Fantastic. Now, if you have any more questions about this or any of the other rules, stay tuned. Meetings are fantastic. Third Thursday of every month, you can show up and you can ask Al personally about some of the rules. And he can remind you to do what about the cart paths?
Stay away from the greens. Don't be a George Lopez and drive up the greens.
And don't be a sandbagger. It's your idea, right?
I thought you were talking to me about this.